I never thought I'd be saying this, but I'm about to reach 1 month of sobriety. Okay. So I give all glory and thanks to God, because I truly, truly would not have been able to do this if it wasn't for Him. So it all started, I was scrolling on my phone. I ran into a reel that they were like, hey, you don't have to be perfect to give yourself to God. Just give yourself as who you are. He's going to accept you. And it spoke to me so much, because I truly felt the need to get closer to God. But every day I would be sinning. So I'm like, how am I going to get closer to God if I feel so convicted? So from that day, I told God, I'm like, you know what, God, I'm giving this to you, my drug addiction, my drinking, my smoking, because I can't continue to do this. You know, what life is this? I'm just numbing myself away. So as time progressed, what I would realize is what I was numbing down was the pain of my job. When I tell you I've never been so miserable at a job, it was that job. So that job had me crying before my shift started, during my shift, after my shift ended. I would cry and cry and cry every day, and I'd tell my boyfriend, I'm like, I need you to get me out of this. But what I failed to realize is I'm over here, right, trying to be the provider. My boyfriend, he can't work because he has POTS. We're working on his health. We have to take care of our child. But why haven't I gave this to God sooner? So I said, God, I give this to you, because those back-to-back calls, the angry clients, I'm so sensitive that I truly felt like I couldn't not let those vibes get to me. And I didn't want to be in that headspace that I'm always crying. And I begged my team lead so many times. I was like, please, I can't be in this department anymore. Like, I'm so sad and depressed, and like, it didn't help me. And what they would tell me, I mean, they basically try to reverse it on me and say, you know what, you're doing great. And my metrics, they were great, right? So I'm like a cash cow to that. Why are they going to remove me from a team if I'm doing so good, right? So I continue to be there. But as time went on, and here's the thing, I've never, ever in my life been fired. I've been such a good worker for all the jobs, but it was draining me so much that eventually one thing led to another, and I got fired. And I never thought I would be crying tears of joy because that would be happening to me, and it happened. And I was so happy from that moment forward, because at that moment I knew God heard me, and I knew that I no longer have to cope with drugs, with alcohol, with smoking to just survive. Because the worst part of that job is, even though I would work, you know, I would work and I would go to sleep. I would work and I would go to sleep. I did not have any energy to do anything. My diet, it was terrible, because I get so stressed, overwhelmed. I eat junk food so bad, and able to get to me so bad that when it finally happened, I knew that it was meant to be, and this was my calling to finally cut out the drugs, because I don't need them anymore. And the thing is, all those drugs did, it just numbed the pain away. It didn't allow me to actually grow. You know, you would then be sober, and then what, you're still in the exact same position. So I truly believe that this is a huge testimony to 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. And I've never been so grateful. So with finances and things like that, yeah, the whole family depends on me. But guess what? I gave that to God. Because why am I going to think that I'm the provider? All these opportunities, everything that's happened up to this moment, it's all been because of God.